Clinkz,
It
right?
is in the bag.
So what's your comment about this game? Like, you said how to play fights once I can't go for solo pickups. And your account is Archon 5. Let's put it in here. Archon 5. Links. Alrighty. So that's all that you are asking, right? What do you want to do after
Prepare for
you cannot
battle.
solo kill anyone? Well, the answer to that one, to that question, fear is really obvious. Play with a team. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's see how your game goes in here. I believe this is a match where you actually won the game, but there's a lot of things that we can actually think of here, like the laning stage. Like, how did you lose the laning, or how can you actually do more in the lane? So yeah, I can see it here right now, fear, that this is
I'm
actually the reason
betting
why
this
you're going
one's
to
in
lose
the
the lane.
bag.
Like, you're going for soul ring, right? If you go for soul ring as Clinkz, you need an item
Roots
that
and
will
run.
help you
30
sustain the lane.
seconds to
Okay,
battle.
because when it comes to the soul ring in here, it will give you mana, right? So mana will not be a problem in your Clinkz. But the problem is that since you're going to solve your mana issues, you're not solving the issues that is relative to your health, because every time that you use your soul ring, it will cost you like 170 health just to gain the mana. So every time that you're going to use it, you need some sort of heal or sustain, like Chango, Salve, anything. Okay, if you're going for soul ring. So let's see how it goes. Maybe I could see something like race band first.
The battle begins.
He's even harassing you in here. There are times that I can see Clinkz going for bottle, like for mid specifically. In that way, they can easily go for harassment, like restore their health and then mana as well. And you're missing some CS, even though you're using the what the fuck is this? So yeah, there are actually times here that people are going for this item, Killing Blade. Although you're a range hero, people are starting buying it. Because it's really cheap, and then it will give you like 6 damage to the non-heroes. 130 is like same thing with the cost of this. This one is 140, but it's only 3 agi, and then 3 damage basically. And this one is like 6 damage. And aside from that, it can help you to do something about the passing, right? If you're going to farm, let's say from here, you're going to farm in here, and then you're going to you're going to hit in here, right? You're going to hit in here. So after clearing this camp, let's say you want to farm in here, instead of going around like this, you can actually go in here, like cut this tree instead, and then go here, instead of you going here and then running around like this. So it will actually save you a couple of seconds, maybe 1 or 2 seconds, but it's gonna do a lot, like when it comes to the pathing, and also for the later, of course, for aggressively moving from one area to another. The pathing will really help you, or the cutting the tree will actually help you in there. And yeah, I don't. So far, the start is not really not looking good. Secure assets, secure assets. This is the best thing about the Clinkz. Uh, Another thing, fear. Let's go back in here. Another thing. This is one of the good things about the heroes like Clinkz, Drow Ranger, Huskar, and Viper. Whenever they use their spells, it's not gonna aggro the creeps. Okay, so what I want you to actually do in here to harass the invoker better is that during the interval, or before you land the last hit to the millicryps, what I want you to do is actually keep on spamming searing arrows to the invoker, and then once you are going to last it, you step back a little and then go for the last hit. Because these searing arrows will never aggro the creeps if you use it manually, of course. So in that term, you can easily manipulate the lane, especially the creeps, and then harass the invoker. You can basically zone him out in the early levels, unless he can get like level 4, level 5, and then he can easily burst you down with his spells. So yeah, it's actually one of the good things about with the likes of Clinkz. So here, at this point, you're not doing anything. So before you last it, instead of running around, in here, what you should do is harassing the enemy, zoning him out, making him low, because if he is low enough, he will not be he will be afraid to get closer to you. You're basically zoning him out, and then possibly you're going to force him to buy more consumables in the lane, like salve or tango. So here at this point, searing arrows. Go and invoker. Like this. I like this. That's way better. And then when it's time for you to last it, stop the harassment. Go for last it. Okay? That's one of the good things about the let's see how it goes in here. As you can see, look at the CS. He is ahead of you. It should not happen. If you manage to zone him, you will be ahead of him in a very significant margin. So I think the laning will be like this for quite some time. You cannot easily push the lane, and then you cannot clear the jungle easily as well, because you don't have spells to do it. It's just a single target spell that you have. You need attack speed and levels on searing arrows in order to clear the wave or even the camps. So yeah, lack of aggressiveness, fear. That's one thing that I'm seeing. And then you never aggro. Okay, you want Blightstone. That's nice. That's a really nice one. But you can actually go for the. But the problem that I'm seeing in here, fear, is that you're not aggroing the creeps. You are not repositioning the creeps. So if you actually aggro the creeps, it will go towards your range creeps, and then possibly to deny the range creeps, because the invoker cannot reach it until he will use a Sunstrike like he did earlier, or forcing a tornado or any other spells that he needs to use to secure the range creeps. Even so, you can do a lot of harassment to the invoker if your range creeps is getting low, and then you aggro the creeps. Because what will happen is that the invoker needs to bypass all of those melee creeps just to secure your range creeps. His range is not the greatest, so you need to abuse it. Blightstone, but you're just running around. So try to attack it. Try to attack the invoker. Trust me, the invoker is afraid of your Clinkz, damage-wise. But if the invoker will get like level 5, like 7, I don't think he will be afraid of you anymore. You'll be the one that will be afraid of this invoker because he can solo kill you. He's playing Exort after all. So there's sentry in there. You should buy sentry as well. It can go both ways. You can destroy their sentry, and then you can scout if the invoker will go for Ghost Walk later. Good thing you're buying your sentry, but you need another item for sustaining yourself. Maybe salve or tango. If this invoker realizes that you don't have any consumables, I will be if I'm the invoker, I will trade hits to you, because I know that you don't have any consumables, and then this invoker will naturally regen his HP back because of the class points in his skill set. Take a look at this. Cost. HP regen per instance. So there are 3 orbs, so that's like +6. If he realizes that you're out of consumables, he will really trade hits. And then this soul ring, this items, it will not help you from sustaining. So maybe healing salve, tango's enough, or even bottle as well. So you will not have the issues when it comes to the mana and then health. That's the patch right now for mid. Even TA that doesn't play bottle ever since the patch came, he's playing bottle as well. That's how impactful the runes are right now. Look at him. He's actually trading hits with you, and then he's going for claws. I think he will die.
Bottom tower is taking many wounds.
Ah, this the first skill, and you actually tipped. You're actually lucky that
Tis mine.
the Invoker decided to go for that combo. Maybe he doesn't have Wex. He actually have Wex. If you go for the what do you call this? This Chaos Nature, I think you're dead in there instead of the Sunstrike. If you go for the Chaos Nature,
No more.
because it will always proc the Cold Snap. Chaos
Much
Nature and then
like
Cold
cordwood
Snap is
before
actually
Axe's
enough.
axe,
Or even the Defeating
Dire's
Blast,
top
so you will not
tower
do
is
any
under
damage.
attacks.
So that's a mistake on your on the Invoker's part, and you manage to punish him because of his misusage of spells. See it here. Maybe
Radiant's
get
middle tower is under attack.
maybe get dusts as well, but I guess it's fine. What are you going to do in here? So Invoker is saying that you're missing. I don't think you can kill Invoker at this point. Even if you do this, it's just gonna be an harassment. But that's it. You should check the runes. Double damage, yeah. Now this is the time that either you go for a push or you go for a gank. If you go for a push right now, the Invoker can easily dispel the double damage with his tornado. He can easily dispel it, bro. So if I were you, I will not go to the Invoker. I will try to find the anti-mage and then try to push the bottom tower as well and then take it. If you that's another one, of course. But the problem is that Jakiro is in there. Jakiro can easily ward and then kill you, stun you, and you're in big trouble now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The moment that the Jakiro scouted you in there, you should just use the Q immediately, because the follow-up damage that they will deal is only right clicks from the silencer, aside from spells. But since you cannot use any spells because of the silence, might as well just use the Q to evade all of the damage from their right clicks. So yeah, I think it's kind of late reaction from you to go for Q in there.
The red mist spreads at Radiant's middle tower.
Invoker is getting ahead of you now. Even if you manage to kill him once, since he is free farming based on the CS score or CS stat. Creep score is CS, so creep score, yeah. We can check the net worth right now, and as you can see, you're behind the Invoker for like 500. All right, and then possibly you will die. Even if you manage to kill the Invoker, but since he is left alone, and then you tried to gank the other lane and then failed, he actually really got ahead of you. And one of the things that I could say about that gank is a really bad gank. You will only gank. I mean, for the mid these days, you will only gank if the heroes are actually the space creator, or the gank will most likely to succeed, and then you can transition to objective. But if you just randomly gank like that, and then there's no objective to be taken, it's just gonna be a waste of time for your mid lane. Might as well just do some farming on the neutrals, and yeah, you're dead. I mean, why you're staying in there? There's a toss and then Jakiro. You should not be in there.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Just keep on
Dire's
farming
top
stuff.
tower is under attack.
Do you have any question to me, Fear, for the early game? Any questions in mind? I wanna know.
Dire's top tower.
So yeah,
is
another
under
thing.
attack.
If you go to gank in here in top lane, even if you surprise this silencer, he can just go for TP out, and then you cannot do anything about it. He can just TP out, and he's alive. And the enemy would know that you TP'd in there, and you'll be trapped in here. What's your question? Or what's your reply? Just general where to go and what to do. I will go for AM instead. Even if you fail to gank the AM, the fact that you are in there, AM will be forced to play jungle. And if the AM will go jungle without Battle Fury, it's gonna be difficult for him to farm those creeps. And possibly you'll be able to push the tower because you have the Bristleback with you, which can actually tank or dive under the tower and can hit buildings as well. So possibly you can take the tower out there in the bottom. When it comes to the general rule of thumb, you just need to look around their draft. Their draft is AM, and then in the bottom there is AM, and then Jakiro, and then on the top there is Silencer, and then Tusk. Who do you think will actually carry the game for them? It's definitely AM. Especially the timing of the Battle Fury is so important. Like this, 30 minutes. He got it so early. Since there's no pressure in the enemy, naturally AM can easily neuter the Bristleback because Bristleback is too reliant on the mana. So every time that the AM will hit the anti-mage, he will lose the capability to fight. Aside from right click, of course, but AM can just blink out, and mana burn is really destructive. Or any item that can deplete the mana of the Bristleback is gonna be painful. Because he doesn't have mana to begin with. He cannot use any spells. Therefore, he cannot use the Warpath passive since he doesn't have mana. So yeah, you just need to realize what's their win condition. If you're going to gank, look around their win condition. So their win condition is AM. How can you prevent or how can you stop his timing? Simply by killing him or pushing towers. If you manage to push towers, that means it's lesser space for the AM, and then it's more space for your team to farm. Given that you have Medusa and then Bristleback, Nature's Prophet as well that can teleport and then farm, and then you can easily walk around the map. And then you're going for Orchid as well. So definitely the mana is not going to be a problem with you. But again, I'm really concerned about your HP or your health. Look at here. I think you're fine. Yeah. And you even go for a mana regen. This doesn't make sense to me, Fear. I mean, it does make sense, but it's an overkill to me. Because you already have mana item. Mana item. So you have Soul Ring, you're going for Orchid, and then you have the mana talent. If I were you, I will go for the Agi talent because you already have mana solution. This is an overkill. I will go for 8 Agi for more damage and then more armor for your Clinkz. Mana item. Look at you. You're not even casting spells. You're not something like Puck, Lina, Queen of Pain, Shadow Fiend that will always cast spells, and then mana regen is gonna be effective all throughout the game. So yeah, I will not go for mana. It's a bad talent to choose from. Yeah. Now you're trying to finish your Orchid. I cannot blame you though. Those roam that you did, and then the feed in the mid lane where you stayed for so long is really costing you your item timing. Possibly once you got like the Orchid on your Clinkz, the AM will have the Manta style. I don't know, maybe because the AM is not dying, and then he's not being pressured at all, and then you're not taking in the tower. So just a hunch.
mist spreads at Radiant's middle tower.
And then you're playing on top lane. Objectively speaking, there's no more tower in here. Might as well just hide in the jungle, and then once you got Orchid, you can easily go. But yeah, it's kind of difficult now given that there is Orchid on this Invoker. You need some dispel or defensive mechanism. Maybe after Orchid you go for BKB. But even with BKB, I think it's still hard for you to actually survive in here. Because they have physical damage. Just Shadow Walk. Skeleton Walk actually. And you shouldn't be in here. You're contesting with the Medusa. Just finish your Orchid and then you're good to go. You don't need to show in here. If you showed in the mid lane and then they gank you, they will stop you from getting your Orchid. Possibly by a minute or two. They're just waiting for opportunity for you to be out of position. And then... yeah. Orchid. You can TP to bottom right now. And then turn around. Yeah, you got your Orchid now. Because they're kind of diving in the bottom. They're really committed, so... I was hoping that you can TP in there even without the Orchid. Because you can easily kill them in there. They already used the Snowball. That means they don't have any more spells to close the gap. Aside from the blink on the anti-mage. But that's it. So you have your Orchid. You really need BKB or defensive item. You saw the Orchid on the Invoker. If you get silence and then unable to escape, it doesn't matter if you have the damage if you're dead. But if you have BKB, if they go on you, you can still deal damage. Strafe. Tornado. Mists. So yeah, you have your Orchid. I was really hoping that you are going to set things up, like fight them off with the Orchid. Especially the guys without any dispel or escape mechanism. Maybe in Silencer, if you manage to see the Silencer in here. It's gonna die soon. But you're not invisible by the way. Orchid is dead. Finally, you managed to kill someone. But you didn't get the last hit though. Wait for the next Orchid and then go again. But I think he's not. Yeah, he's really aware of your position. So you need to be careful there. Nice skill on the Invoker. Nice skill on the. I don't know why they're trying to fight like that. Double kill, but don't stand in the macro. It'll do a lot of damage to you over time. I'm going to fast forward the game, Fear, because it's just gonna be as it is. So we'll talk about it. But, we really need defensive item. Orchid attack. It's good that you managed to take it to one bottom, but after you take it, you need to get out of here. And then after that, reset and then fight again. The best target that you can get is definitely AM. Aside from AM, it's gonna be the Invoker. But you need to consider the positioning of the enemy as well, especially the Tusk and then the hero, because they can turn the fight around with just their spells. So, yeah, you should not be staying in the bottom. I feel like you should play to the mid lane right now. Play to the mid lane, like here. Control this area. Once you control this area, you can take this tower and then outpost, or possibly you can go for Roshan. Why Roshan? You can easily take it. You have your Blightstone, and then there's the Bristleback. You even have Desolator also. You can easily take Roshan. Trust me. Someone can tank because of the Winter Wyvern's W or E as well. The physical damage will be negated. And enemy is actually disconnected. Maybe you really have a chance in here. Just keep spamming the F9. Yeah, I can tell your team is gonna spam it.
Like axe, the dire
Yeah, AM is
structures
their
cannot
win
be hurt.
condition. So that's your top priority kill. AM and then Invoker. If you manage to delay their item timing, and then the Medusa is safely farming, that's a big win for you, even if you keep dying. If you just manage to delay their time.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You're trying to solid
Fortified
push
with
in
12
here.
important
And then the
vitamins
fight is
and
happening in bottom.
spree.
Maybe try to play in there as well. You don't feel confident. You need to buy Death of Appearance as well for this Invoker. If he go for Ghost Walk, since you don't have any detection, you cannot easily kill them. And Dead Silencer, that's nice. Go here, where's the Kiro? Tusk in here. Invoker, yeah, you can actually go. Holy shit, the Nature's Prophet is trying to TP in here. It's kind of slow. Look at that. The Glimmer actually saves him. I mean, barely, but you got the burn damage on the soul burn damage thing in here. AM has Manta Cell, so you cannot really kill him anymore. Aside from this, he's dead. Here to use the Manta Cell. Ooh. You actually tip him too early. And he actually survived because the soul burn damage is not gonna is magical. While Salads is inflicted as bonus magical damage. When it comes to the magical damage, AM is really good at it. When it comes to the resistance, because of the counter spell thing. So the damage is actually not enough. The soul burn wasn't able to finish him off. And yeah, you died in there. I mean, I don't... It's kind of greedy for you to actually play in there, given that you don't have the team behind you. And you don't have vision as well. Maybe if you have vision in here, you can confidently go in there. But if you don't have vision like that, you'll end up dying like multiple times if you keep walking without any vision. You're still squishy. Until you got your BKB, you can go. Holy shit, that's really nice. 1650 and then 198. That's a fucking nice mechanic right there. With a shard on the yeah, I got BKB, but who cares? You have a lot of physical damage, right? And then the Greater Trent is actually help you right there. So there's a lot of heroes in bottom just trying to kill you. Even though you lost the lane, you're making up for it in the mid game. I guess the Invoker didn't realize your damage as well, and then it's kind of late. He even used BKB for that, even though you deal physical damage. Maybe just for the Orchid thing. Yeah. Yeah, just finish your BKB, and then once you got BKB, you cannot easily die. But the problem that I'm seeing is that since you only have BKB, you still need detection. Sentry, you know? Sentry or dusts. But I will go for dusts instead. You can sell the slippers now. No? I guess there is a sentimental value on that item because you're not throwing it away, even though it's only in the backpack. So yeah, you should get dusts aside from the nullifier, of course. Dust of Appearance. Yeah, that BKB you can turn around. Go. Why are you running away? You have insane damage. But yeah, there's a Basher, and then there's a Ghost Scepter. Nullifier is a must. But I think Jakiro has Glimmercade. If the Jakiro has Glimmercade, you cannot easily kill someone even if you have BKB. BKB is more of a defensive item.
tower is
and you
under
keep
attack.
playing bottom like alone. How about you play around Roshan this time or in other lane, other part of the map like top or mid? Because you died in the bottom because they have sentry, and now you died in the bottom again. So you must think that there's vision in there and sentry. Nah, they well because you died in here. Yeah, go on silencer. He's dead. Fucking silencer. Look at the Jakiro. He survived. If you have death of appearance, he's dead. Detection will win games. Trust me. I know that the death of appearance is 80 golds, which is kind of costly. But if you manage to kill someone like this,
Dire's top tower is under
you
attack.
killed the silencer. It's 380, 379. It's worth it. It's called investment. You're investing your 80 golds and then getting like 380 in return.
Killing spree.
So it's really worth it. Another one, right? If you have detection, that guy is dead. Even though you're just playing alone and the enemy doesn't have any vision, if you want to keep doing this roaming thing blindly, you need to know what are the things that you needed and then what are the things that they can do in order to survive.
Red mist
And
spreads
clearly
at
it's their
Radiant's
Glimmer
middle
Cape
tower.
and then Ghost Scepter. But the Ghost Scepter,
Is under attack.
you are actually solving the Ghost Scepter with a Nullifier. This one solves the Glimmer Cape as well because of the this continuous dispel. But yeah, before having Nullifier, which is really costly, like 5k. Is it 5k? I forgot. For how much is it again? 3, 8, and then 9, 4, 5, 4, 7. Yeah, 4, 7, 25.
Dire's top tower is under
Those 80
attack.
gold is really worth it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So I feel like I've seen enough in this game of here. It's gonna be the same thing over and over again. Do you have any questions to me though? Like you guys are sticking together now, which is nice. Does Nullifier dispel Glimmer? Yeah, as far as I'm concerned of. This says dispellable. If the Nullifier will hit before the fade delay, that will be dispelled. But if the Nullifier did not hit and then the hero get the invisibility and you don't have detection or true sight, it will not hit the target, therefore it will not dispel the Glimmer. So that's how it works. It is dispellable if it will hit the target before the fade. But if it cannot hit the target, it's not gonna do anything. To be fair, the Nullifier's projectile is way slower than it used to be.
Radiant's middle barracks.
It's way faster before. And then you can use items. Yeah, too greedy. It's the same thing here. There's nothing for you to worry if you have the BKB and then you will not be outnumbered, especially with the AM. If you know the positioning of the AM, but if you don't know the position of AM and then you go blindly without BKB, possibly you're going to die, which happened for like twice or thrice in a row now. They keep going and they're like overstaying, out of positioned. So yeah, I guess you realize it too in here. Do you have any questions to me though, Fear? Anything in mind? Just wanna know. I have nothing to say in here anymore. Everything is actually good to me. Like, those are the things that I said. Those are the only observations that I could point out clearly in your game. And I don't want to point out a lot of things at the same time, because there's a tendency that you will not be able to absorb everything. Might as well just give you like few assignments and such. But it's hard to stick because people just want to farm jungle and not push. I usually have to end up going solo. Do you even try to communicate with the team? because that can be solved by just communication. Let's say you saw that the Medusa got his items like butterfly, BKB. You can tell him to, guys, let's go. Medusa has BKB. I play 3 or 5 stack on Discord. That's nice that you're playing with the players. The players that you know.
Dire's middle tower
Well, me,
is
I
under
keep playing
attack.
randomly. Dota is actually being
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Anything else? Are we good?
Tower is under attack.
The game is gonna be played out.
Worth a damn. It will
You
still
kind of
be
throw the game, but you still manage to get on top of them. Manage to still win. Maybe get Hex after. Scabby? Like, the enemy don't have any healing. When it comes to Scabby build-up, I mean, it's a nice stats, 25, and then health and mana pool. But the best thing, or best reason why you will go for Scabby is to reduce the healing. Spell lifesteal, physical lifesteal, regen, or heals, anything. That's the best reason why will you go for Scabby. But at this point, your Clinkz going for Scabby is not gonna achieve anything. Might as well just go for Hex or go for Daedalus. To me. So yeah, Scabby is not a good choice.
killing spree.
Thou seest dearly.
Are we good?
Much like cordwood before axe's axe, Dire's top tower is under attacks.
Any questions? Nothing else. Alright, thank you for your time as well, Fear. So I'm going to put a check mark on your analysis request in here. And then let me know if it's helpful or not by sending me a feedback in the Discord as well. Okay?
The red mist passes at Radiant's middle tower. Radiant's top barracks. Radiant structures are dominating.
And yeah, going along. Let's get stuck in here. I think this is the one that you said. Like, you end up playing solo.
Radiant's middle tower is
You didn't even finish the job. You can actually just finish this, even if you die, since it's gonna be mega. Mega crits. I mean, that's the good thing about Clinkz. You can easily melt down the building, right? Desolator, Searing Arrow, multi-shot. Perfect. Perfect for split pushing. So yeah. Thank you for your time and have a good night. Have a good day.